but I guess sometimes that kind of stuff happens. You're minding your own business. You're getting ready for stream, and scuff is inevitable. The scuff is inevitable. At least it was really easy to fix. Bless that. Anyways, so I suppose I should do it properly now. Hello, it is I, Nerdyjojo, and I have arrived. I have arrived, I'm here, and we are doing something very excited today. Or, exciting? Not excited. I'm excited for it, at least. This is a project that I've been thinking of taking on for a while. Nerdyjojo, hello, Miss Create Delusion. How are you today? You weren't first for once. Absolutely insane, wasn't it? Hello, how are you? Anyways, you're good? Good to hear, good to hear. Good to hear you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well, of course. Because today, I'm also doing well, actually. Thanks. How am I? I'm doing well, thank you. I went on a car ride this morning. We went to the bank. No other particular destinations of interest, I suppose. And it's not very exciting to go to the bank, but I went on a car ride and I do like car rides. Did you rob it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am insulted that anyone would suggest that. Me, an innocent, sweet little angel. Why would I ever rob a bank? I wouldn't do that. No. No. Why would I? Don't worry about it. We went on a car ride and walked around a little bit. Wasn't too much exciting stuff going on. It was cold out, though. It was cold. I got so used to it being kind of warm and nice, and I go out there and it's cold. Answer me this. Did you take a ski mask with you? No. I didn't even wear the mask that I usually wear. I usually, when I'm working, because I work retail, and there's a lot of people walking around, and you know, COVID and whatnot is still a thing. And I still wear a mask while I'm working, but I didn't bring a mask with me at all to the bank. Nope, no mask at the bank today. I walked in, it was literally just my face. People could see my face. No robbing was being done. Nothing of the sort. Anyways, so I suppose we actually want to really talk about what I'm doing today. Or maybe we don't want to talk about it, but what am I doing today? You walked out with 1,000, right? No. Deposited money. We deposited. And it wasn't even my money. My mom, and it was for an organization that she is the treasurers for. I just went for the car ride because I like car rides. I just went for the car ride because I like car rides, you see. I don't know. I'm a simple person and I like car rides. Easy to please. Yes. But anyway. Understandable. I like car rides as well. Yeah. I don't know. There's something so precious about car rides, you know? You take a car ride. You get to sit. You get to relax. Better if you're not driving, of course. You get to sit, you get to relax. You can enjoy some music. You can watch as the world whirls by you. Actually, there was one really funny thing that happened. I like sleeping in the back seat. I can't sleep on car rides, or I get motion sick. It's absolutely awful. Because I would like to. I would like to. There was a fun thing that happened on the car ride. On our way home, we ended up behind a car, and there were 2 dogs in the car. My mom, who was driving at the time, only thought there was 1 dog in the car. She only thought there was 1 dog in the car, and the dog had its head out the window, and I guess both of them had their head out of the window on the same side, but it was hard to tell because they were black dogs, and they kind of just lumped into one big lump. Did the dog jump out of the window and get run over? No, it didn't. He was just having a good old time. And My mom thought there was one dog in the car. I saw that there was another one wandering around, and then there was a dog's head popping out of both sides, so... There were 2 dogs in the car, and they both had their own window. It was funny. You could... At certain parts of the car ride, when it wasn't too... where the light was able to shine through nicely, you could see the silhouette of the doggos moving around in the back seat and popping their head out of whichever window. Sometimes they were out the same window, sometimes they were both out their own windows. Probably wasn't safe for the dogs to be walking around like that, but that's not the point now, is it? This is also very off topic for what we are planning on actually doing. You're a Pokemon fan. Yes, I am a Pokemon fan. I am. I quite enjoy Pokemon. I did a whole series where I redesigned a Pokemon cover, a Pokemon game cover. I think I might want to try to do another one of those, admittedly. Zangoose is better than Viper. I don't really like either of them particularly. I mean, they're fine, and they got neat lore, but I'm not overly attached to either of those Pokemon, admittedly. Digimon is better than Pokemon. Okay, now you're crossing the line there, buddy. You're crossing the line there, buddy. I don't know. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinions, but I think your opinion's wrong. Come at me, bro. No. I'm small and weak. I wouldn't win. I'm small and weak and I wouldn't win, but that's okay. That's okay because I'm not gonna try to... Yeah. Yes. I think... I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I don't know. Pokemon is better than Digimon in my opinion. Digimon are friends. Pokemon are enslaved against their will. They can be friends. Pokemon can be friends. I mean, yes, there may be some sus things going on, but you probably question what it is. But don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that part. Don't think too hard about it, okay? And speaking of not thinking too hard about that, I should probably think about moving on to what I'm actually doing today because, it's been almost 14 minutes, guys. It's been almost 14 minutes. I need to hurry up and get on to what we're doing, Digimon. Not gonna let this go. Okay, well, we can discuss that while I'm doing what I'm doing for today's stream. So, the title probably says it all, but I am making new logos for, or no, not new logos, but I'm making logos for fellow VTubers who, so basically about a week ago, I put a tweet out and I asked everyone at Twitter, Twitter X, whatever you call it, I said, I want to design logos based on VTuber characters. I'm gonna make works of art. You're gonna make works of art, yes. But they're gonna be based off of 2 particular characters. These are the people who answered my tweet in response. So we got Alli and Durian. I know them. I never seen them before, but I did notice that they followed, and then this morning I woke up, checked Twitter. I really thought I was only going to be doing one logo, and I was like, I'm going to have so much time to work on this. But then someone else entered this morning, and I was like, okay, there we go, 2 people. Two logos to make. So, that's what happened. That looks like a Digimon. This guy right here. What the tweet said, it sounds like they're a plant spirit that stole like robotic parts, which I think is really cool. I think that's a really cool concept. I have absolutely no idea how I'm making a logo for it, but I think that's a really cool concept. And then this is a mutual of mine. I wasn't surprised. They were like, oh, hey, me. And I was like, oh, hello. Yeah, anyways. So, we're making a logo based off of some VTuber characters. And is this gonna work out really well? I mean, it can't be that bad. It can't be as bad as turning anime characters into tacos, at least. Oh, I was rewatching that stream last week or a couple weeks ago, and I was like, this is... Admittedly, I was cringing at myself. It was a fun time. I was like, do I really want to try to make a video out of this, though? I'm still on the fence about it. I'm stressing about it, honestly. But that is not the point. Why we are here today is something completely different. Logo design. Which is something I actually think that I'm pretty good at. And have experience with. Being, you know, a graphic designer and whatnot. And all that kind of fun stuff. I at least have some experience with this. Although if I were doing it a way that I was taught in school, I should have a pen and paper in front of me and I should be drawing things before I work on the computer. But I like to skip steps. I never said I was a good graphic designer, you see. I never admitted that. Well, okay, well, I admitted that a little bit, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, we got 2 logos to make, so let's get on with it. Step 1, write out the character's name. There, done. Beautiful. Beautiful. Magnifique, you see? Magnifique. Not really. I'm gonna go much further into this. So this is the name that we have written here. I think it's Alli with an I. I'm not quite sure. Alli. Along those lines. It's like all and then it's I at the end, which makes me think Lee. Alli. Or I don't know. But when you're designing logos, it's kind of complicated. We got a working color scheme here already. And we also have, you know, a little bit of shape language we can use, I suppose, to start off with. I'm not quite sure how to go about this. I should maybe consider the way most VTubers end up designing their logo, which tend to be very based on the character, I suppose, if that makes any sense. If I look even at the logo I designed for myself, I should maybe have had it for a reference just to explain maybe what I'm thinking, but a lot of VTuber logos are designed with elements from the character added in. Now, I'll probably just be going with that kind of look, but we'll see what happens. I'll be playing around with some of these. Okay, well. Maybe... Well, we got the color scheme in this. I grabbed all the colors that I think are important to the character. And now important elements of the character that we can use in the logo. I think probably really the only thing we have to work with is this particular character in Alli being a generally 3D model. Probably very much made out of things you would find on Boof and whatnot. Not that there's a problem with that, of course, but Boof, it's a great resource, but you definitely end up with some issues where everything is a lot the same. You don't get as much uniqueness from your character, I would imagine. But I don't really know. I think the most interesting aspect, of course, is probably the hat. It's a cute hat. It's got a little star on it. And a little nub. It's a little beret with a little nub and a star on it. Cute. It is. It is very cute. Other than that, I don't see anything that is particularly standing out as something that is very recognizable as this particular character. But we could probably play around with a lot of different things regarding the hat. We can put it on a letter. We can do some bubble letters. They look bubbly, honestly. They look bubbly and happy. Maybe a nice I'm gonna draw out what I mean. Very round letters. That's not exactly what I mean, but I think I like the L. The idea of the L being kind of curved. Let's just see if we have anything in my current library of fonts that kind of fits what I'm looking for. Logo design is hard. Okay, I'm not seeing anything in particular. Okay. Another thing that I was taught in school is that if you want, you can use other letters and kind of play around with how they are to get what you want. Like, I think I might wanna, like, there's two little L's there. We're gonna take those, take a J, flip it, and now we get a nice little curly L. We get a nice little curly L. I do like L's when they have the little curl on. I don't know. It adds a little. I think it looks a little friendlier when they got a little curl, but wider. And now we do the same thing with a lot of other letters, I suppose. An I. We're gonna find an I we like. Oh, well, this is probably just gonna be one of a couple different versions. We're gonna play around a lot, because you don't usually go with like your first idea. You never want to do that. It's just the rule. Your first idea is rarely your best idea. Thus, you need to take your time, have more ideas. Nice rounded letters. I might wanna look into like a slightly different font, but I don't know. I like this is gonna be a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, admittedly. I'll do my best, honestly. Do my best. And that's really all we can ever ask. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I have nothing else to say. This is just goofy. Just goofy. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. What if I stick the L's together so that they're kind of all... Now it looks like a W. That looks a really neat W, though. Looks like a W, but that's neat. I won't be able to use it at all for any of these assignments. Look at that. It looks like a W, or like a line of people in like a shadow. Like, here's your people. And then there's a shadow, and then there's another shadow. The shadow's got a shadow. Spooky. Very scary, you see. Oh, I'm shaking in my boots. Speaking of shaking in my boots, this is probably absolutely nothing to do with anything at all, but I was... yesterday we went, me, my mom, my brother, we went on a little pre-Halloween walk. So it's not like there were many places that were decorated, but Mom was like, I want to go look at some of the decorations that some of the neighbors have set out. And we went out on a walk. It was cold. As you would expect. But we went on a little walk, and there were some spooky or scary demonstrations of things, and then just some goofy inflatables. I love the goofy inflatables, but I also dislike them too because they're just goofy. Just goofy inflatables. They work to get the job done, of course. I'm not going to complain about that much, at least. Okie dokie. Okay. Now, this is hard. I don't want to do anything bad either. Oh. Okay, well. Let me think. Of course, the only really interesting things that we have to work with, I feel very recognizable, at the least, is hat. Hat is very recognizable. You know what? I forgot to grab the sweater for the color palette. Color of the sweater. Or the shirt. I kind of grabbed the background colors, but I guess I should probably actually... I changed my mind. I should grab the colors from the character, not the background. What was I thinking? There we go. That's a little bit better. This is an interesting color palette, too. I like how the blue and orange work together, admittedly. We're going to be using this, I think. The blue, pinky, salmonish orange. They're nice. Okay. Okay. Perhaps I need to look at this from a different direction. What do I see when I see this character? I see... They look friendly to me. They look friendly. Don't use cap blocks or it sounds like I'm yelling. Friendly. What other things do I see? Definitely friendly. The pose definitely feels bubbly. The pose over here feels bubbly. Happy. Stuff like that. Bubbly, happy, friendly. Very stylish in some senses. Stylish. I don't think that's bad. Not a bad start. Friendly, bubbly, happy, stylish. I feel like bubbly and happy are very much the same thing. Could just lump those in together. But now, we want to get some of that energy here. And I think one way is round characters. Once again, probably with the same thing I did last time with the J, but it's just switched, so it's an L. I think this one might be better for L, actually. Maybe I'll look a little bit further. And no, we're just gonna stick with the first, I think. Transform black. Okay. I don't know. What if... Can we make anything about them a letter? Ooh, wait, I just noticed. Oh... This is probably gonna solve a lot of my problems. Okay, star. It's a star, of course. But... A star kind of looks a little bit like an A. And you know what the main first letter of this name is? An A. I'm gonna turn the star into an A. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm doing it anyways. This is kind of clever. Take that. Take this. Fold that all out. Damn. A. Also, another thing I forgot. The yellow in the star. I can't just leave that color out of the palette. Okay. star, it's an A. You just have to imagine this works. This is the best idea ever, quite possibly. The whole thing that's going to save this entire project. And now the rest of the letters should maybe not necessarily fall into place, but be a little easier to figure out. Or maybe not. Still gonna take the J and make that an L. Because I don't know. Maybe I will just try to draw the rest of the letters. Oop. Ooh, wait, that's a nice shape. And see. Oh. This. 2 L's. Brush that again. And I. Well, that's neat. All of these, outline them so they're proper shapes. Outline stroke. Ooh. It does look like the name. Maybe, no. Maybe with some refinements, we can play around with something else. I do like the star as an A, though. I think that's really neat. I think that is really, really neat. The colors. Oops. Why is it doing that? That's weird. I select a thing. So weird. Okay. Oh, this wasn't outlined. Okay, that's probably why. Outline. Or maybe it was? I don't know anything about my software. Why? Outline stroke, please. And it's not doing that. Have, offset, join, arrange. Simplified. Oh, maybe because it's not actually a path, it's just one single dot. So if we just take a round tool and make a dot around the same size, that would be better. There we go. This is nice. Kinda looks like the name, and I think it seems really, really friendly too. Very friendly. If I take what was I trying to do? Okay, yes. Take these. Take that. Make it all outlined. Make it out bigger. Then put. Oh, geez. Oh, don't mind me. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, and I think that's the important part here, you see. It's important to do your best. And that's about all we can ever ask for. Okay, so I have at least one idea. We might play around with this more. I'll leave it here for now. Actually, wait a minute. I don't want to leave it there for now. I want to curve the inside of the A a little bit. Oh, that's cute. It's cute, though. Cute. I almost don't want to play any more around with it and try anything else, but I should. It's not all about the first attempt there's several attempts going to be made. Next up, the hat. Probably the most recognizable part of this character. Okay. Just draw this hat. A vague shape of this hat. Shall it be perfect? No. But that's okay, because no one's got time to be perfect, honestly. So it's just gonna be... It's just gonna have to be passable. Take the hat, and we just drop. Boop. Up the dog, a hat, and then another star. Another star for good measure on the hat. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. This is just a very rough drawing of the hat. We'll play around with some other things about the hat later. Should I put a hat on this logo? I was thinking of maybe like flopping the hat onto like one of the letters or something. But can I put it on this logo too? Maybe on the eye. I need to change the shape of the hat, but put the hat on the eye to signify more-ness of the character. It's kind of small though. If you look at it too far away, it gets lost. It would definitely get lost. Like, what is this? The rest of this is very readable, but the eye is not. So, or the little hat on the eye is not. So we're just gonna have to not do that. I think the handwriting letters do kind of suit the character in some ways. So I might actually keep this LLI. We'll save that for later and just come up with a nice A in a very hand-drawn look and style. Turn that up a bit and we'll just... Ooh! A. Make the... Oh, jeez. I need to remember to turn things into outlines. I haven't used the paintbrush. I'm using the paintbrush tool in Illustrator, which is a neat little tool, but I haven't used it much since even like first year. I remember in first year, I had so much trouble drawing with the pen tool. Like, you get the pen tool, and it lets you draw things and you can do curves and whatnot. And in first year, whenever I wanted to draw something, it was always the paintbrush tool, but I haven't used the paintbrush tool in forever. Which I do think shows my growth a little bit. Okay, see. Hey, that's gone. Oh jeez. Cancel. I'm messing things up. Don't mind me. Okay. I like it. I like it. Look at that. That actually... That tickles some of the design bones. In all the right ways. It looks very hand-drawn and still very clean and mechanical also. Not that we're looking for mechanical at all. If we're going mechanical, we're going over here. But we're not doing Durian yet. Durian. We're not doing them yet, so... I don't know about this. I think this kind of works. The A is nice. We can add the star. We can maybe throw like the hat on top of the A. It's a hat on an A. Honestly, though, thinking about it, this is probably just extremely nice on its own without anything else. It looks good on darker backgrounds. It looks good on light backgrounds. I wish this was my logo. It's so clean. How did this happen? I think I peaked. I think I peaked on my design. Sometimes you just get lucky with those strokes and whatnot. I might put the star on like the dot of the eye just to add a slightly different shape. Okay. Yeah. I don't think this is bad at all. I'm a happy bean, you see. Quality stuff. Magnifique. It's certainly not perfect, but I think it. Can't think that it's bad. Can't think that it's bad. We can continue to play around with other things. We can try to flop the hat on there somewhere. Like if I change the hat and make the hat more round, it might fit nicely. Kind of has some harsh corners right now, so draw the hat, but with the A in mind instead. So take this also, put it in the right color, and outline it so that it's nice right now. Round this, round that a little bit. Switch that around. Oh yeah, that does look like the hat is wearing, or is being worn by the A. Just flop a little pointy bit on top. We will be rounding it out. In most of the drawings, I think it's round here, but it's kind of pointy over here. But we'll round it out because it does look a little more friendly, and the logo looks very friendly as a whole. Flop that around there. Take star again. Flop it on here. That... It really does tickle the design bones, honestly. The design bones. Are design bones real? I don't know. I think they are. I think they are. Go. Point. Interesting. I think the other logo is clearer, but they both remain very readable from far away. This one will make it a little bigger so it matches. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun. This is interesting. Maybe I'll just talk a little bit about that while we play around with these. I want to finally get back to my graphic design work sometimes. And I need to update my portfolio, so these will be lovely pieces in there. The portfolio. The character won't be appearing on the portfolio, but the logos could, because I did make those myself, sorta. Mostly. Based on other people's characters. I think that's okay. That's okay. I don't know, though. I suppose I should actually ask the people if I can use them as a portfolio once it's done, but then again... free, so I don't know. Either way, what time is it? 46. Okay, I'll give a couple more minutes while I work on these guys, and then I'll move over to Durian for a while. See what I can do for them. See what interesting things I can make for that logo. I'm gonna take this one. This one is just a word mark, I suppose. I'm gonna try adding an outline to it. Gonna Command C, Command Shift B, and then we'll just white outline. Down. And then bring that to the bottom. Add an outline. You see a lot of VTubers having logos with like an outline background. I could get rid of it. It's not a problem, but I don't think that's bad. I think that's bad. You might change the color from just being white though. The character actually doesn't have too much white colors in their design. A little bit of here zigzag leggings, I suppose. I'm not actually 100% sure. I would imagine there's zigzag leggings of some. It's the only color that only time white really appears in the character's design. Otherwise, they generally use darker colors. So having a white outline on this maybe doesn't make a whole ton of sense. We'll try some of the other colors. See kind of what they look like. Contrast is also an issue, I would say. Making sure that the color I do put behind it contrasts nicely with the other color, but I can always change the foreground color to any of these. Well, that's interesting. What would the most important major colors probably be in the majority of the design? Like, if I had to say, with the black leggings, black shoes, and black pant or black skirt in the physical model, black is the strongest color in the design. Of course, the hair as well. But wouldn't that be boring? Wouldn't that be boring? The blue and the salmon are really, really, really nice, but I am a little bit worried about the contrast that they do have with each other. Is my only real concern with those two. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but when I look at these two colors together, they seem to clash in a way. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know. Maybe they don't look as weird, harsh on a lighter background. But something about them is... I don't think I can use these combination of a logo. That's all I have to say about that one. I need to find different colors, clearly. I think. A different combination. That's fine since I can just play around with all of the colors that we have access to. Oh, I accidentally did a whole bunch of things. Every time I do that, I'm just rambling on about something. I'm thinking. Doing a thinking thing. I think the blue and the purple are really nice together, but also still contrast. I wonder if they'll actually be really readable on top of each other. And I'm mostly thinking about people who have trouble seeing colors and whatnot. There's a lot of situations where you can't see, or there's people who have, you know, disabilities where they can't always differentiate colors from each other. So it's very important to have, you know, color design and do that or keep that in mind for the sake of readability, having good contrast and whatnot. Easier said than done sometimes. Yellow. What is yellow? What shall yellow be? Does yellow look nice? Yeah, yellow's not bad. Yellow's not bad. I'm not 100% sure. Where are we at? 52 minutes. Okay. I think we'll leave that there and move on to the second person who entered for today. Durian. Hello, Durian. You never heard of you before, never seen you before, but thank you for coming and visiting for the sake of seeing how this goes. Once again, I think we'll start by grabbing important colors so that we just have those already. This is a much more subdued color palette compared to the last character we were working with. So, according to what I could tell by lore standards, it's a robot or a plant that had grabbed a whole bunch of robotic parts. So, can we use that? We also got a little durian pin or something here. We could probably use that. Shape language. This might make an interesting U shape. Or we can take like part of it to make an R. They're very pointy, not quite sure where we go with this, in all honesty. But also, Durian. Do we need it all in uppercase letters, or do they care? I don't know. Like I said, I'm going very much off of vibes here. Okay, what did we... Something robotic. Actually, I don't think that's too bad for robotic stuff. We've got a tie. Probably not the most important part of the design. The most important part of the design is it's probably this little head part right here. Probably... It's all very interesting. I will say that. Definitely going for a sharper look. Sharp. Mechanical. I spelled that wrong. Robotic. Sharp and robotic. I don't know. Something about the face makes me feel very bug-like as well. But that's absolutely not right. I know that. But that is what my brain is thinking. So my apologies. So most important colors, things that I want to try to go for. Points of interest. Okay, so I think this shape right here is probably a major point of interest. It's probably the most important part of the character's silhouette. Other than that, if I were to imagine this character, I haven't seen the proper model, of course, but if I had to imagine the character as just a straight-on look and just in a solid matte color, no details or anything, I feel like this would be the most important part of the silhouette. So we should probably try to maintain that. Same with the hat over here. The hat was also a big interest in the character's silhouette. It seems like having something on your head is kind of important in the VTubing community. Me, having just a round head. Oh, so round. Oh well, that's besides the point. Also, Durian. Durian is also interesting. This little far out character here. I downloaded 2 of the images for each of the characters so we could take a look and probably collect some colors from all of the characters. Take a look around and blah blah blah. You know, all that good stuff. Trying to figure this stuff out is hard. And I don't know. I think the eyes are really interesting. Doesn't look like your typical VTuber, of course. Which is not a bad thing. Absolutely not. But it's not typical in the sense of the eyes. And all that kind of stuff. This is very, very cool still, though. Okay. Sharp robotic. Maybe we'll add natural nature as well, because it is a plant. They are a plant that kind of possessed a robot or something, if I remember correctly. I read the tweet several times, and that's what I got from. That's what I got. I never claimed to be perfect, you see. In fact, I have no time for perfection, because I have to finish this in about an hour, give or take. I think we're doing pretty good, though. I think we're doing pretty good. It just takes a while to get onto something that kind of looks kind of nice. So, Durian. I think we might be able to once again turn the A into an I, maybe. He's just got these pointy eyes. Just no details. Do something cool like that, where it's like the eye, or it's an I, but it's not an I as in the letter. It's an I as in an A. It's an I. It's an I as in an A, and it's an I. It's an AI. But not like the computer that's going to take over the world AI. It's an AI as it's an A, but it's also an I, and that's so weird. And you know what? Maybe I'll just stop talking. Maybe I'll just give up. No, it's too late now to do that. Durian. I and A. I don't think this is a bad idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea either. Admittedly. Yeah, you can't say I haven't tried at least. A tie. Would the tie be interesting? I mean, they drew their character in a suit, so I assume that the tie isn't off limits. The tie could make an interesting eye. As in, the tie is now this eye right here. We'll just Just draw a little tie. Ties are hard to draw, though. In fact, I don't even think I know how to draw a tie. Triangle. Do that, do that, do that, do that. Rearrange a little bit. Make it a little more tie shape. And we just up, 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 up. There we go. And that's the tie knot. And the tie is an A. I mean, the tie is an I. How many times can I say I in the same stream without everyone getting just so mad at me? How many times can I do that? I don't know. So it's an I, it's an A. This is such a weird way to go about it. I don't even know if this is what I'm gonna do, but we'll just take these, outline, take the A, take the I, delete them, because we got an A and an I elsewhere. It does still look like the word that it's supposed to be, at least. Durian. Is it kind of goofy? Yeah, but I think that's okay. I didn't promise that these would be good, though. They're okay, though. Okay. I might be going a little too literal on this one. Quite possibly. But we don't have to worry about that. Because we are gonna just make it work. Maybe sharp lines. Do a really sharp lines. It's a D, but it's a triangle sideways with a little bit cut out. And delete. It's a U, but it's an upside down V. Or no, that probably wouldn't work, because if I drew that, it would just look like a V. So it would need to be have a little more cup E shape. This is just rough. I don't actually know if this is where we're going with this either. But where are we getting everything interesting from? To do just sharp lines like this, yeah, that's a solution. But is it the solution? Might just borrow the shape of this. Not the full thing, but or maybe I will borrow the full shape. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of tracing right now. This is a complicated shape to make. It won't be a 1-for-1. It will be close. Just to see kind of how it looks. So let's say this is the shape on top of the head. I would probably make it a little more even from side to side. Take this. Take that. Durian. Make this, I don't know, the red. Have it behind. Make this green. Blue. Maybe just sticking with black. A possibility. Probably putting this in the blue would make more sense since it's the robotic part. Interesting. Or could we build that shape off of our other letters? So we got the D. And the shape overall is here, there, up, up, up. Doesn't look right. Okay, we're tracing again. Oh, I'm so much trouble. Only part of it. We're gonna up, 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 up. Take this part as well. Up, up, up. There we go. Oops, that's not what I want. Sometimes you just stretch things out of place and you don't mean to, but it just kind of happens that way. This, the top, that's on the bottom. This is also still very, very rough. Grab this, put it on one side. We group everything together. I'll flip it and put it on the other side. Reflect. Durian. Put the letters on top. And then it kind of makes the shape of the most recognizable part of the character in the logo design itself. I think there's better ways to integrate that into the design rather than just flopping it onto the end, but sometimes it's not about having the best. We'll try something else. Durian. I feel like we have to get that in there somewhere. The question is, how do you draw a durian? I think I have an idea. A cheat, even. I have a cheat. So, where is this tool? There's a tool that I am looking for. You can't see me hovering over it, but there's a scallop tool and a crystallized tool and a wrinkle tool. We'll try the wrinkle tool first. Okay, wrinkle tool's not gonna work. Scallop. If we make it smaller, maybe. Or maybe not. Crystallize. Okay, that didn't work either. If we make the shape bigger, maybe we'll get something a little bit better. A little bit more durian shape. Oh, yes. See. There we go. And then we make it green, like a durian. We'll probably have to draw something better than that. We'll probably have to physically draw our little points. But we'll just take this. And then we'll make a slightly lighter green to add just some shapeness to our durian. So it looks spiky. It looks spiky. I do think we need to go in and physically draw a proper durian, but this will just have to do for now. It's very much just a concept type of thing. Nice. Durian. I think it does look a little bit like a durian. It does. Just instead of a U, it's a durian. That's goofy, though. That's goofy. How did I go from that to this? I think this kind of just shows where my expertise tends to lie. The second you ask for robotic, it gets a little difficult, but cute, bubbly, and sweet. Oh, geez. Easy. Easy. Robotic. A little bit harder. A little bit harder. Let's see. I wanna make sure it is good, but I think I might go back to borrowing this shape again real quick. Gonna, rather than just halfway taking the shape, take the whole shape. Be a little bit easier maybe if it was a frontal, but you can't have everything. Sometimes you gotta work with what you gotta work with. So change that shape a little bit. We do this. Same thing. We'll probably actually go and play around with the font a little bit. But this time, it's a more full version of the shape. And it sits kind of centered. Transform, reflect. Okay. Bring that down. Oops. Set it kind of centered. Need to fill in that area. They do got a little thing there that I can use to fill that in. Oh, hello, Adil Sid. I hope I didn't miss you by too much. I was very focused. Anyways, how are you? How has things been? That off. Man, gee, that all. Yeah. Today I'm working on some logos for other VTubers. That's what I'm doing today. It's the most. No worries. You were in a flow. I was in a flow. But I have no problem being able to, talk and chit chat though. I think chatting is nice. I'm great. Hope you're well too. I am. I'm having a fair bit of fun today. At least. Enough fun, I should say. What's Durian? The character, or are you like the fruit? I think it's a type of fruit. A very spiky fruit that a lot of people say is gross. I've never tried it before though. I don't know if that answers your question, but the character is a plant that plant spirit or something that got like robotic parts. That stole robotic parts. Isn't that weird? That's a weird concept. It's a good concept though, but unexpected at least. Anyways, that's all I got on that, I suppose. Well, not all I got. That spiky horny bits. Spiky horny bits is not what I wanted to say. I don't know. We'll look at different fonts real quick. Or I guess this is all one nice little. This is all one font already, so I can just pick something else. Something kind of sharp. is what I'm thinking. The A is interesting on this font, but overall it seems very round. Other than the A. And maybe the N. That is one thing that we can do though, is edit things to suit our needs. I definitely don't think we're gonna be going with like a serif or anything. It would have to be a modern looking sans serif font face. That completely Then again, fancy suit. Very, very dressy. Very fancy font. Pointy A letter. Lots of pointy other bits as well. Very sharp. Sharp, clean. Probably not gonna look super fantastic. It's a struggle, you see. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. What if we take idea number 1 and kind of put it down here? With... No. It's hard to figure out what is the... Oh. I have so many questions and no answers to any of them. How do I incorporate Durian into any of these designs? How do I do it? Is it D? Is it the U? Is it just kind of there? It kind of will be kind of weird if it's just kind of there. Do I make this font pointier? I think I need to make it. I think my whole problem is that everything isn't pointy enough. Yeah, no, that did not work either. Stuff's not pointy enough, and I don't know why. This is... I said it before, but this is pretty difficult. It's not easy to come up with a logo design. It's even harder if you don't know the character that you're trying to design it for, really. That's okay, that's okay. We'll make it work. I think that's the important part, is trying. I don't know. Okay. Sharp, robotic nature. Nature is the Durian, the robotic is the robot, and the sharp is just the way the character kind of looks. I need some water. Water, that's what I need. Water will rehydrate my brain, allowing me to think better. If only it was that simple, honestly. If only. If only. Let's see. Durian. How do I do this? How? I don't really think anything is sticking just yet. Nothing really is speaking to me. It's not calling out to me, you know what I'm saying? It's not saying this is how you do this. This is what this is meant to look like. Okay, I'm gonna gonna take this shape again since I went through all the trouble in making it. Man, see. Maybe this shape is the D. Maybe we need to look beyond, try other things. Maybe this builds up the D. As in the letter. This is... No, I don't think that's quite right. Also, maybe we don't need this in all uppercase. Maybe we can have lowercase letters, giving us a better idea of how to write it. Other things that maybe we can use the letters for. Because I do think for this shape, when it is, you know, turned like this, looks like an R. It does. But the question is, would it be read as an R? Because the tie is an I and is pretty simple. But and it looks a lot more like an I than that looks like an R. If that makes any sense at all. I would assume that at least makes a semblance of sense. I don't know. I'll see after. I'll see when I watch the VOD over. Yes, that's it. You know what? I'll probably stop streaming and I'll be like, oh, I could have done that. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna picture it vividly after everything is done. No. It's an interesting concept, and I don't think I have the skills to really bring this to life in some ways. Even just a simple logo with an already established character. I guess we'll just keep playing around with it and see where we go. I suppose that's probably the only thing I can really do at this point. Stressing me out, though. Like, how do you... Other things that I can look at. Grabbing other things that it can inspire me for different letters. Seeing what other letters I can make. Or... Where to go, what to do? I don't know. What is it? This shape here on the ear. Probably not the best one to use. I'm struggling. This seems so easy when I started. And it definitely has its challenges. But it's also very, very hard to do. I don't know. Maybe maybe we'll mess around with this, because or these two, I should say, because I do think that when it comes to just looking at the character's silhouette without any details, this shape right here is the single most important and impactful part. Do they have a proper character reference? Maybe I just have to explore a little bit. I'm going back on my Twitter for a second. You're not going to be able to see it. I'm just going to go look at their profile and see if they have their character reference or a better reference around somewhere real quick. And I don't think so. I do not think so. It was worth a shot, I suppose. Okay, well. If I had to guess, by most likely being on the face area, and it would, with the rest of the upper body part looking very simple. I'd say that this is most certainly the most impactful part of the design, the most powerful element, and it's the most recognizable if you were to take a look at the character as a whole. Ignore everything else. This is probably what the eye is drawn to first. Which means that I do think that I should try to incorporate it. And I think having it, rather than trying to put it as part of a letter or something, because when the letter gets small, it's going to be hard to read that. So, main element needs to be big. And I think this one is actually the one that kind of does that best, so. It doesn't sing to me, though. It's not saying this is good at this point. Which means we do need to try something else about it. I do think that it should be the main element that we see. Should be the most important element of the design. Put into higher priority than pretty much everything else. Maybe we'll just try. Like, I'm trying to move it around, but we'll keep every version that we do of us moving it around. Just so, or of me moving it around. So we have like a couple different versions that we can look at. Like, put it in the center, put it at the bottom. Or put it on top and put it on the bottom. And then just kind of see which one kind of feels more natural. What if we take the face shape as well, and throw that under there, throw that under there, grab that light green color. So now we get the character's face a little bit in there as well. Maybe round it a little bit. It's very pointy at the end, but it does have some of that round shapeness. So it's almost like it's a simplified silhouette of the character. And the name is just plopped on there. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I think we will need to play around with the fonts a little bit. In fact, it might seem kind of cheaty, but they're gonna get another artboard. I only used one artboard for the first character, but after a couple of attempts, I just kind of got there. This guy is taking up a little more space. So it's a much more difficult concept to try to get down. You want the durian part. The spiky green bitter fruit. You want the robotic. And those things aren't things that you necessarily think to combine. I'd say that they're very well juxtaposed to each other. But that juxtaposition is probably what's giving me the biggest trouble right now. Because it's really hard to get everything in there. Or maybe I should just stop complaining and live with it. And what if I take the durian? We just take this and see. Grab that. Big. Take the durian. Make it also big. Slight angle. Flop. Pull this down. Durian. And then we can grab this robotic part and put it there. That seems kind of not great though, honestly. However, it's an idea, so you know what, we'll keep it. We'll keep it on this panel though. On that panel. That is the rough panel. This is the panel where it's also rough, but at least I have somewhat of a concept. Interesting. What if I was working very Vtuber, and you know, a lot of Vtuber logos very soft, fluffy looking. Even the edgy Vtubers that you see, they feel their logos still feel soft and fluffy. But maybe we go away from that. Because I'm trying soft and fluffy, but this isn't soft and fluffy. What if we try to go something a little more less soft and fluffy, more iconography rather than the typography base, in a sense. Because that shows the best of both worlds. They get a durian and the guy's head. Weird concept, yes. Is it possible that it works? I'm not overly convinced. No, not overly convinced. It is really hard to work with logos, though, sometimes. You gotta struggle with this stuff. You gotta struggle with it a little bit before you find something that works. Or maybe you just completely struggle and just give up. I'm not gonna do that, though. I'm making this logo whether I like it or not. Changing the color is probably not a good idea. There's one thing I remember from school. And my teacher always said it's the first thing you should do, or you should never add a color to a logo for the first thing. You should never start working with color. Ideally, when you're making a logo, it should always start in black and white. If it looks good in black and white, it will look good in pretty much every color. Like if we're just gonna borrow this one for a second. Like it looks good in black, and then it also looks good in it probably looks good in like the entirety of the color scheme, honestly. And I know that that's probably not what I should be doing right now. This is not the logo that I'm struggling with. It's these logos. It's this character that I'm struggling with right now. this is the person who's causing the issues? This is the plant spirit that is causing the issues? What if I go hard into the modern look and only some of the letters have cutouts? Like the A is a flat shape. Turn the D into the flat shape. The U can stay the way it is. The R can, I don't know, do this. It does retain the letter shapes. And it looks neat. I don't know if this is what I'd really want to go with, though. Well, we'll keep it around. Keep it around. I think that's probably the most important part, is to have a billion ideas, and maybe you'll find something that you like. Find something that you like. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Okay. Maybe we do go back to the iconography again. It's a durian, but a better drawn durian, of course. We'll actually properly draw it this time. Last time I just kind of cheated a little bit. So, circle. Stretch it out. Widen it. It needs to be a little longer than it is wide. And then we'll just plop a whole bunch of extra points on everywhere. Lots of points. Plop, 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 plop. Slap on as many points as I possibly could handle. And hopefully, with all the points that I put on, I can make it look spiky and durian-like. Not points all the way to the top. I don't know much about durian. I guess they are spiky all the way around. And we'll just grab the couples. Every other one will pull out. We get this durian-ish shape. Beautiful. Now this is how you draw a durian, everyone. I know nothing about them, but so this is very new, but this is definitely how you draw one properly. in vector graphics and Illustrator, of course. And we'll do the same thing we did with the other one. We'll take a slightly lighter green just to add a little more highlighting. Kinda. I don't know if we should really be highlighting it, honestly. Leaving it as a flat color and maybe taking the, I don't know, the darkest color. I didn't grab it, but it's probably this guy. And we'll grab these more spiky bits. Because they're not just spiky on the sides, they're spiky everywhere. They're spiky. Spiky fruits. Such a weird thing. You know what? Maybe I'll tell a durian related story. This isn't personal experience at all, but I was me and my brother, we got this like Madagascar game on the PS3 when we were kids. And durians were like the power boost losing thing. So if you accidentally touched a durian or whatever, your characters would be weakened or something. I don't remember. But you didn't want to touch the durians. I don't fully understand, but that's besides the point. Does anyone care to hear about that? Maybe not. Clearly the only thing I think of right now to talk about that is not just me narrating what I'm doing. Mm. That does look like a Durian though. Or I think it does at least. Maybe a hand grenade. Is a Durian or a hand grenade? Take your pick. Either way, you lose. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know much about Durians and whatnot. Bring that all down. And flop, 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 flop. And there we go. Go, Durian. Did I really need to draw another? Try better? No, I don't think so. I don't know what I'm gonna even use this for, but I drew it now, so I should try to find a use for it. Is it going to work out? I don't know. But that is not the point, is it? No, no, no. I say no. The Durian is an A. The Durian. Take. Oh, circle. Put the Durian in the circle. Fill the circle with the blue. That doesn't look like a logo. I mean, I guess it could be. Could be. And then we take this shape. And we put that there. Durian on top. All these colors need to go. If it's not blue, I don't want it. Go. Beautiful. Look at that. Such talent. Such wow. Impressive, I say. By impressive, I mean I still don't like it. I still don't like it. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Once again, we'll keep it around because, I got no other ideas. I have plenty of ideas. Doing a stretch, just so we're clear. Stretching is nice. Stretching is important. I love it. My favorite thing is to stretch. That doesn't make any sense at all. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I don't know. Once again, with this shape. Maybe we just need a custom typeface. Maybe that's what's really getting us. I already took a look at what we have. So Ultra. Lamp. I don't. But if I. So weird. What if it's Durian, but the eye is small and the eye dot is Durian? I feel like those details would get missing. I feel like I also should not take apart another logo. Copy and paste. Oh. does. It looks goofy. It does. It really does. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of these logos look really, really goofy. In a good way in some cases. Not in such a good way in others. Do. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. What time is it? 47. As in an hour 47, actually. I lied. I've been streaming for an hour and 47 minutes. I should probably think about ending it soon. I think we might just have to live with the fact that this other one didn't go so well. There were some attempts made, at least. Messy, yes. Perfect, no. Not even close. I don't think anything is perfect, really. At least I've tried. That's all I can say. Such a difficult and interesting concept, honestly. What if I don't know, I kind of like the way the eye is a little smaller than everything else on this one. This... Interesting. I'm doing the thinking thing. What if we make this smaller so it's not necessarily the main focus? And we put that on the eye. It's not the main focus of the logo, but it's there. Put everything else in the same blue color. So we keep the most interesting shape of the logo. Actually, that's not bad. I think I might have landed on something. I mean, I like it, of course. It's for other people to decide if they like it in the end. These are just things that I experimented with. If I actually like them or not or if they like them or not is their own choice. Bam, 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 bam. And plop, plop, plop. Add the little horn details. I don't think the horn details actually helped in that case very much. I would need to use a dark. I still think I should try to get a Durian in there somewhere. Just because the name and like the fruit is just they literally have one on their character. To have that name to not show a Durian on there somewhere, I feel is an absolute shame, but it's definitely the hardest element to figure out how to incorporate into a design of a logo. It's not easy to do. I'd say very hard, actually. 0 out of 10, I do not recommend. Mm-hmm. Durian. Add a durian somewhere. Put the durian here. That doesn't work. Doesn't even look particularly like any specific letter either. I can't replace a letter with it. It doesn't look like a letter. Not even sorta. None of this looks like letters. I'm just lucky that this kind of worked out sort of nice here. I mean, we might just have to go with it. It's not bad, I don't think. I really don't think it's bad. Maybe change the shape up a little bit of these head spikies. Yeah, we might just have to go with the design that does not have a durian. A design that does not feature a durian of any kind. That might just have to be what we do. I don't think that this is bad, though. They all have a valid purpose, a valid reason to be there. Are they going to be perfect? No. Is it there? Yes. It's there. Maybe we'll just see what we can do with the letters. We can morph one of them. Make them look like a durian. Put a durian in them. What if it's a durian in row? That's interesting. I don't think I'm gonna keep it, but you know what? Maybe it's just better to call this done. I don't think that they're bad. I don't think so. Are they perfect? No. Do I think that we have passable logos? Okay, so I'll just make new artboard. So we'll take pick the strongest logo we have for both. So this one, probably the strongest logo for. Oh, I was trying to click onto the references, but I locked the references, which is probably a good thing, but it's a little bit harder to do. Okay. Go. Beautiful. And then we'll take this other, pop that there, and I don't know. I think this one is probably the strongest out of the ones that I made for Alli here. This one goes into the more traditional VTuber look. Well, this one is a little more untraditional. Either way, I think that's it for this stream. It was quite a busy stream at points, but it was also very unbusy for a good chunk of it. Not that I have a problem with that, of course. Having a quiet stream is fun. Oh, and maybe I should put away my second arm. Wanna see how my arms come? I can't get much higher, but there. I have 2 arms. Oh, scary. Scary 2-armed monster. Doesn't look like that where my character is sitting right here in this room, though. So, just turn that off. There we go. So that's the end of this stream. I did have fun. It was definitely a challenge for most parts. But I think that we did end up with some reasonably good designs. Like I said, they're not perfect, but they're passable. They are passable overall. So, yes, that's the important part. That's the important part to see. I think this is probably the end of the stream now. I mean, I shouldn't say I think. This is the end of the stream now, and I should just stop rambling. Nobody wants to listen to that. Anyways, okay, here we go. I'd like to thank KingpinKamii, Miss Great Delusion, and Adil Sid. It was great having both of you here, or all three of you here, hanging out, even if it was only for a little bit of time. I'd like to wish everyone else who hung out and stuck around, even for a little while, a really great and happy day. And I hope, even if you are only around for a few minutes, that you enjoyed your time here. And yeah, with that, I'd like to say thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will be seeing people usernames maybe in the future. And with that, I say bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.